Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me this week. In today's video, I wanted to give my honest review on the Canon Pixma TS9521C printer. I've had this printer since July, and as a crafter and small business owner, I have used this printer for everything. If you're trying to decide whether or not this printer is worth it for crafting or running a small business, this video is going to save you so much time and research. Before I got this printer, I was outsourcing all of my art prints to a third-party manufacturer. The quality was great, and I really wanted to make sure that I didn't lose that when I switched over to printing my art prints at home. So I went on a full journey to find the right printer and the right paper that still felt top-notch. And that's how I found Red River paper. Their 88-pound polar mat has been a game changer for my business. I'll show you the comparison prints later on in this video. So let's get into the key features of this Canon Pixma printer. If you're going to be printing on thicker paper like cardstock, you definitely want to make sure that you have a rear tray, because if your printer just has a front tray, it'll actually get jammed a lot easier if you're using a thicker paper. But with the rear tray, it doesn't have to go through that pathway, it just goes straight through, so it's less likely to get jammed. And I've used up to 110-pound cardstock paper on my printer, and it has worked just fine. I have had no issues with that whatsoever. One thing I absolutely love about this printer is the wide variety of paper sizes that you can print on. So you're able to print on a 2.2 by 5-inch piece of paper, or you can go all the way up to a 12 by 12. So I print t-shirts sometimes, and I wanted to have the capability to be able to make my own DTF transfers. Also, another thing about this printer that was a must for me is to be able to print my art prints borderless. As somebody who prints their art prints at home, I wanted to make sure that my art prints did not have any borders around them. They needed to just be the straight picture. For this printer specifically, you do have the option to print borderless or with a border. The large LCD screen is big, clear, super easy to navigate. It is super easy to flip through everything and all of the settings. I mostly use the app though. I don't really use the LCD screen interface as much. Something that really made this printer stand out over others was the 5-color individual ink tanks. That was something I didn't know I needed. Instead of replacing all of the colors at once, I'm able to replace them as they run out. So sometimes I run out of yellow a lot sooner than I run out of blue or magenta. Instead of replacing all of the colors at once, I'm able to individually change them out as they run out. So that is really nice and cost effective. So those are the 5 biggest features that stood out to me and that were really important for me making a final decision on which printer I wanted as a small business owner and a crafter. There are also some more features that I feel like small business owners and crafters will find useful, so I wanted to list those in this video as well. This printer also offers wireless printing and AirPrint, and this is perfect for printing straight from your iPad or from Procreate. There is also a flatbed scanner plus ADF, which is great for digitizing artwork or scanning multiple pages. There's also built-in craft templates. They have graph paper, lined paper, planners, and cards, a whole bunch of different options for crafters and scrapbookers. Just a quick little easy pattern to print off without having to do anything extra. This printer also offers an SD card slot, which gives you the option to print straight from your camera SD card. This one is a little bit more unique, but it might be useful to some people out there. So maybe not a lot of people actually know this. I just found this out myself, but you are able to print on CDs and DVDs. There is a specific insert that you have to get, but once you have that insert, you are able to print directly on your CD or DVD if that is something that is useful to you. This printer does duplex printing. It prints on the front and back without you having to manually flip over the paper. This is perfect for journals, booklets, bookmarks, packaging inserts, art prints. Once I got the printer, I went down a rabbit hole trying to find the right paper. Out of all of the papers I've tried, Red River Paper's 88-pound polar mat completely blew me away. The color is vibrant, the paper has a premium feel, and honestly, I think it looks so much better than the third-party prints that I was getting before. Red River's paper, 88-pound polar mat, super thick. You can hear how thick it is. She thick. But this is like regular printing paper. It's so thin. So I wanted to make sure that I found quality thick printer paper for my art prints, because I knew that I wanted my art prints to be on thicker paper just to have that more premium feel. So it was really awesome to be able to find a good thick quality paper that still gave me those vibrant colors that I was looking for. I would have never imagined that the art prints that I printed from home would look better than the third-party manufacturers that I ordered from. There are a couple of cons, not too many though, that I've experienced so far. One thing that I did notice is that when you're printing on thicker paper, the rear tray doesn't automatically auto feed. So sometimes I am standing there making sure that the printer has captured the next sheet of paper so it's able to print on it, because if not, it'll say that there's no paper in the printer and it'll give me a warning sign and it'll stop printing. This ink specifically is a little bit more expensive just because it is the 5 individual ink tank system. Overall, it is more cost effective at the end of the day because you're not having to replace all of the ink cartridges that you may or may not have used all at once. If you are wanting to print large quantities, this printer is probably not the best for that. It does take a little bit to print the pages. It takes about 10 seconds to print colored pages and about 8 seconds to print black and white. So it is on the slower side for the printing. If you are a crafter, an artist, or a small business owner, this printer is perfect for you. Overall, after months of using this printer almost every day, I absolutely love this printer. It is everything that I imagined, everything that I needed. I honestly love it, and it was absolutely worth every single penny. It is worth the investment. If you're wanting to see the papers that I used, including my favorite from Red River Paper, I'll link everything in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay silly, my friends.